at the point guard position. And for the Bucks, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Corey Kispert. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And this season still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
Yes, that goes in.
Yeah, he's an incredible offensive rebounder. Capella just works so hard to get ideal positioning when the shot goes up.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Levine feeling it out a bit. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, they know Levine can knock that down. The defense has to do a better job of running him off the line.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. We discussed the prospect of facing off against Zach LaVine. Coach said Zach is an uber athlete, can jump out of the gym, but he also has such a nice three-point shot, it makes LaVine a headache. We'll switch up who's guarding him as the game progresses. Of course, LaVine can beat you so many different ways. That'll be fun to watch tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Ball, no good. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten their first three shots to go in for to start off this game. Here's Kispert, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
DeRozan for three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Good work defensively by Capella. Looking at Milwaukee, they took the win in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. Chicago trailing here. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And that's just strength right there. Levine's time in the weight room paying off.
Jackson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Washington comes in for Kispert. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Marvin Bagley. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And it's time for an injury report. We've got a chance to check up on Brook Lopez's status. David?
Well, Kevin, I caught up with Milwaukee's head athletic trainer. He said he just got the wind knocked out of him. It took him some time to get his breath back, but it's nothing serious. At such an early point of the season, it's a tough time to lose him. It's disappointing for everyone. Guys?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is all.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Well, Chicago has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we...
Oh,
wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, that's the multi-time dunk contest champ, Zach LaVine, reminding us of what he can do.
Ball's knocked loose, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
Jump ball call.
And Milwaukee has possession. Outside ball. Down low. Portis can't get it to go. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1. Takes it from 10. And it's in off the backboard. Lillard's got 5 now.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Outside DeRozan. Back to ball. Fires from deep. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Up top, Washington. Guarded by LaVine, and it's Washington missing. For Chicago, they won their last contest, that game against New Orleans. Jackson against DeRozan. LaVine kicks the ball. Three-pointer. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And the first one at the line is good.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Bucks. And Chicago also making a switch. Winslow's checked in. Outside ball. 20 seconds left in the first. LaVine for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Pass to Crowder. Now Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. In Chicago, they're up by 3.
18.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Jay Crowder out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Kispert. And it's Jackson in at the point. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
And I tell you, Ball has really perfected that unorthodox style with the jumper. Quick at getting it off as well. The D really stands no chance. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Bucks trail by 4. Here's Kispert, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Lillard's checked in for Jackson. The Bulls also changing it up. Bagley, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And Winslow subbed in for Bobby Portis. Bagley, they get the rebound. Outside, Levine. 6 on the shot clock. DeRozan dishes the ball. Shoots over Lillard. Ball no good. And for Milwaukee, their shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall?
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Outside DeRozan. The three. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
3 points.
And the Bulls lead by 4.
Often DeRozan attacks in motion, but he clearly can spot up as well.
They get it back. Lopez, no luck. For Chicago, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. For 3, Levine. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Here's Middleton. And Winslow pulls it down. Chicago leading by 4. Ball, the pass to Bagley. Here's Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Well, we've seen Levine put up 25-plus per game for a season. This guy is on the short list of the best wing scorers.
Lillard against Ball. 13 feet away. And it's Lillard missing.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look. Just couldn't finish.
Here's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
That's just a nice slam there from Levine. He makes it look so easy.
Lopez outside. Back to Lillard. Will it go? Levine with the rebound. Bulls have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And Levine throws it down.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. I mean, he's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
And the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. Saric comes in for Chris Middleton. And Washington subbed in for Corey Kispert. Chicago also making some changes. Payton, he's checked in for DeRozan. Mann comes in for Levine. And Bones Highland subbed in for Lonzo Ball. From deep Washington. And again, the Bucks miss. The Bulls leading by 10. Pass to Winslow.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Mann.
2 minutes.
His 3-pointers off the mark. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Lillard, the pass to Crowder. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And a great look. Lillard always looking for teammates. Doesn't have tunnel vision.
Passes it to Mann. Outside, Payton. Back to Mann. Takes a 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Mann's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Here's Washington. Makes it off the glass.
All right, he's got to quit while he's ahead. He got away with it there, but the crossover usually gets him into a bit of trouble.
Now the pass to Mann. Highland against Washington. Pass to Payton. Back to Mann. Fires for three. There's Winslow, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. For three. Sharch grabs the board.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Washington finds Antetokounmpo. Shoots from 8. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
And so it's Chicago, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David, side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Gary Payton II is out there with Winslow. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then it's Bones Highland. And it's Bagley in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Mann. No good on the three. Bucks trail by 10. To the paint. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Payton finds Winslow. Back to Payton. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Back to Mann. Beyond the arc. There's Winslow, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Ball against Lillard. That one goes in. Lillard's got 7.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Back to Ball. Outside, Levine. Out to the wing. Ball kicks to Levine. There's the triple. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
Well, I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama. I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
And the Bucks making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Chicago. Bobby Portis comes in for Al Horford. Pass the ball. Latrey. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate the report.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Levine passes to Portis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Personal foul.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Sharch checked in for Lopez. Crowder comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Washington subbed in for Kispert. And Middleton kicks to Washington. And the foul on Ty Washington. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Ball against Jackson. Kick out to Levine. This one for three. Offensive rebound. Passes it to DeRozan. Lock at 6. There's the pass to Ball. Tries again. Crowder pulls it in.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Jackson passes to Middleton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul.
That's two really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Crowder. Chicago also making some changes. Clint Capella comes in for Bruno Fernando. And Gary Payton has subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Here's Jackson. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Levine, that's good. Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it, but at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
Javonte Green, he's checked in for the Bulls. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Kispert's checked in. Timeout called, the Bucks.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for Javonte Green. Jackson misses.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Ball finds Levine. Shoots the three. Nailed from three-point land. Levine's got 24 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Lillard. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
Ball from long range. And the Bulls get it back. Another shot. Capella, the pass to Bagley. There's Ball with the three. Tries yet again. Out to Payton. Pass to Levine. Back to Payton. Launches it. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists tonight.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
Bulls ball. Coming onto the floor for your Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Deep 2 from Ball. And he got that one up in time, but it doesn't go in. The 3 quarters of play.
No chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Kispert is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Jackson in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, look at Capella getting very physical. He's not afraid to take a hit while going for a bucket.
Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Levine's shot is off. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Levine for three. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Bagley. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and two shots coming up. And a few years back, the NBA coach decided to change how they do take fouls. It appears it's had the impact they wanted, don't you think?
I certainly do, Kevin. I thought it was a great rule change. There's almost nothing more exciting in NBA basketball than the fast break. And take fouls were limiting that. Now that we've gotten rid of those, we're really getting to see the athleticism of NBA players.
Yeah, because we want to see the finish, don't we? We want to see what happens when they do get off on that kind of break.
That's where the excitement happens.
Outside, Levine. Antetokounmpo with the steal. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. That one, no good. Bulls have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Lillard against Levine. Ball from long range. Offensive rebound. Bagley. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Lopez kicks to Kispert. Lillard with no one around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Outside, Levine. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion, but best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game. And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we mean.
Payton with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Here's Horford. No good, unable to end this run. Bucks trail by 20. Here's Middleton. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so Doc Rivers has had enough. Timeout. Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and were successful, but how hard is that transition for the players to go from college to the pros?
It's an incredible transition, Kevin. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2 or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA teams?
I do.
15 of them.
I know it.
And the pace of the game, everything happens faster. So all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes the time more than the skills themselves.
Man finds Winslow. Puts up a deep three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Zach LaVine.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Capella kicks to Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mann. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Crowder, the pass to Washington. Green with the rebound. Pass to Winslow. And he banks in the layup.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.